Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? We tapped in today. It's one of your co-hosts, Six Deuce. How's everybody doing today? I went ahead and got it started. We're gonna go ahead and wait for our guest. Um, if you guys don't know about her, now you will. Her name is Little Vibes. She's out of Bassett, California. A very dope music artist. She has an album that I'm gonna have some questions about. She's been on the food community, mic drop, all sorts of things. She's just done way more than what I'm naming. But I'm in here to show love, show some respect. I'm gonna give her some time to tap in. And as always, I understand people can get busy. So if she can't make it tonight, then you know what I'm saying, we can always reschedule. But I just wanted to go ahead and get it started to get you guys updated, let you guys know what's going on. And you know what I'm saying, come to show love, come show support. Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, my boy. Much respect, much respect. Thank you for tapping in. But yeah, man, that's what we're here for today. We're just catching up on a lot of things, and I wanted to start off as always. Shout out everybody, all the co-hosts, and individually. You guys know who you are. Couldn't do it without you guys because we're a team and a family here at SR Broadcast. We keep it a buck, keep it real as possible. And I want to give a shout out to One Underground TV, Cali Hood Media, and Spill Records. We got a lot on the music end coming, and then tomorrow we're going to have our first ever live music interview. I want to say interviews, reviews, my bad. Give me a second. Your boy had a long day. But yeah, the live music reviews will be tomorrow. Super Righteous Sundays, we are now calling them. And like I said, I'm gonna try to do it to where like 2 songs per person. We're gonna keep it in rotation. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys want to tap in with that, go and show some love to that. Other than that, every other Sunday it will still be Super Righteous Sundays with the music reviews, but it would also be ciphers. So go ahead and see what's up tomorrow, man. We're gonna get it going. And like I said again, right now, I just want to get it a little warmed up and started before she goes on ahead and gets in here. And even if she can't, like I said before, give her a shout out. Go tap in with her. Go follow her music. It is Lil Vibes, Lilvibes. Much respect. And it said Oscar gets money. Was good, my boy. Hey, bro, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? They're not all gonna like you, but I'll leave your comments. I'll give you that quick second of fame. But yeah, man. So let's get to it. If you guys haven't, and right now, if you guys can, go show love to all the co-hosts because remember, we're not just a part of the show. We all have music going on, all the way from exotic reptiles to auto body work and tattooing. So I want you guys to go give a shout out to Dreamer BGS, Trips ODG, Rome, Astro, Winner's Back, Run Up a Bag, Clumsy, everybody. And they say, yeah, you already know. You already know. But yeah, man, I'm going to give it a quick second again, too. I'm going to give it up like to 10, 15 minutes. And again, people get busy. Like, they truly do. So, like, I expect with any interview that you guys tap into, that always expect it could be a possibility. We just do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? And keep it pushing. But I do respect anybody showing this love, man, because the fact that she even showed love, showed respect, came through, man, and chopped it up with us and show support to the page. That's all that matters. I never take it personal. Anybody that knows that has had to reschedule or that needs to reschedule, hey, get at me. You guys already know the deal, man. It's all love over here. But yeah, man, so I'm going to let it kick by for a bit if you guys want to stay tapped in. But if not, I'm not going to lie. I specifically had this day planned for this interview. But if we don't get a past like 10 minutes, she's not able to pop in, we'll figure it out. But yeah, man, we'll probably just I may keep the live going just to have a live today because I'm still debating. You know what I'm saying? But if not, then I'm just going to go ahead and take the day off because like I said, man, not just long day. If the people that know it's been a rough week, but we're going to get back to it. Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Man, what's good, everybody, man? Who's tapped in, man? Go ahead and show love. Go subscribe if you're new. If you haven't, go show some love and subscribe. Thank you guys for showing love. Because again, I want to make it very clear. My name is Six Deuce. That is the number six, Deuce. I'm a music artist myself. And no, I hate to say it, I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I'm not rapper turned podcaster. Nothing wrong with podcasting, by the way, but this platform is mainly and solely to spread awareness of talents of other artists and people that just have a passionate grind. That is like our main purpose. We don't really, I'm not saying, I won't use the wrong context of words and say we don't care, because we do care. We appreciate the support and everything, but we're not really hungry for the drama or to like make a platform for the wrong reason. So really, we're just thankful that any artist that taps in, interviews that will, even like in the future, you guys gotta understand, showing support isn't always coming and interviewing with us. Like even if you guys just follow the page, go ahead. Yeah, I'm giving her a second to log in. How about this? No worries. My bad. Okay, how about this? Give me a second. Okay, no worries. She is trying to log in. See, that's why I always give people some time, because I know it's hard. So, okay. Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and send that link, get her in here. But yeah, man, I was just like I said, warming it up, because I don't want to have you guys just standing here looking at a screen. But I the reason why I waited, because trust me, it's worth the wait. She is a very great individual. I did my research for coming on here. Let me see. And there's a lot to talk about, is what I'm trying to get at. So let me go ahead and get this in here. Bam. But yeah, so I want to go a little more into depth before she gets on here, because I'm trying to see. We're trying to see what's going on. She's having trouble with the links. That happens sometimes. And what I want to say too is that let me say that too. Try to Safari. But yeah, I was doing my research, and um let's say music wise, man, like that's what separates a lot of artists, is that, don't get me wrong, because I'm not biased, I don't pick and choose either. But when it comes to, let me see, 1 second. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, what's up? How are you?
Ew. My
I'm
bad.
at
Man, I
the
was giving you
beach
a
right now.
what happened?
I said I'm at the beach with it. I'm having an interview at the beach.
Hey, not do your thing. You'll be surprised. Like, okay, lately here I've created this aesthetic for you guys, but I'd be at my family store, like I'd be everywhere doing interviews. And I tell some of the people, like, hey man, as long as we're on the screen, I don't care if you outside,
Hell yeah.
I respect it. The hustle's real.
Hell yeah.
Naima, but go ahead and I want to first I'll say thank you, Lil Vice, for coming on here showing support to SR Broadcast. If you want, go ahead and tell the people, introduce yourself, tell them what city you rep in, and tell them what you about.
Okay, well, I represent Bassett, California, 91746. I just be rapping and shit. Honestly, I just started doing it like probably like 4 months ago. I stopped for a long time and I started doing it again. So I feel like I've always been meant for this shit, but I just like always been held back. So now I'm like all gas, no brakes. You feel me?
No, yeah, and I respect that, and hey, much respect to Bassett, because I'm familiar with the area.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
no, yeah, because I grew up right there, and I don't hate to say this, I'm proud to say it, but sadly, some funny characters coming out of that area making us look bad, but Norwalk, California, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, nah, we ain't from the one ways.
I feel like everybody just sometimes they be like acting funny and shit. It's up to you to be like, solid and loyal and 100%. Cause there are some people that be make us look bad and shit.
Yep, and we got to make that difference, and I respect you for that too. Because okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's what I was just explaining. Like, see, I'm not biased or pick and choosy with people, especially artists. Like, I'm so open minded and humble that I'm not that dude that ever knocks any skill because people can always get better and tables always turn. You know, that's one thing I've learned. So I
Yeah.
say that because I used to be that artist. That because I am an artist. Like I do this on the side, and I did this with my team, but really I'm a full time artist myself. So that's why I feel like when I do this, I can actually relate. And I said this to a lot of other guests because who else is going to understand the struggle other than another artist, you know?
Right.
So I get what you mean, you know, especially as artists, we go through that. I would be lying if I didn't go through that a bunch of times. There's times even now with everything that's going on, I'm like, man, do I keep pushing? But I'm glad you chose to do all gas, no brakes
Hell
because
yeah.
exactly that. You know, being from my area, you know, I have people in the SGV all over, friends, family. But
Okay. Wait, where are you from? I want to know where
uh,
you're from.
the city,
Yeah, what city do you represent?
yeah, Norwalk,
Oh, okay,
right there
okay.
in
Five
South,
six two.
yeah,
Five
right
six
there,
two.
yeah, 562 in the Southeast LA, but not the one ways though. No,
Okay, okay. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but all
I'm
love
familiar with
though.
them. I'm familiar with the spot. You know what's crazy? I was born at the fucking hospital. What are you, Presbyterian?
Whittier Presbyterian, I know exactly where that's at. Now,
Yeah,
yeah,
and I
shit.
got I got a lot of family from like Santa Fe Springs too.
No, yeah, much respect. No, yeah, because Norwalk's right there, connected everywhere. That's all part of the Sala. But one thing how I seen how like I seen you on my For You page, and I could be wrong. I don't want to put out there, but I seen you were with Sad Boy Loco and a couple other artists, and that's not what made me gravitate
Yeah,
towards you. Because I'm gonna be honest, and then I actually heard your music, and entertainment's entertainment. Because the same way I don't promote these youth to be out here crashing out, but you know I got some hood music, you know,
yeah,
but at the
yeah,
same time, I get you got your type of music, but what I actually respect, and that's what I was listening to, and I'm bringing it up, so you know I was not capping. I was listening to your Hustler Baby, I believe it is your album.
Oh yeah, my mixtape.
Yeah, your
That was my
mixtape.
first mixtape ever, like that I ever dropped. And I did that shit in a matter of like I want to say a month. I just dropped that shit. So
Nice. And kudos to you because that's exactly okay. Listening to that, even that being your first trip out, is exactly that. Like, let's be honest, we have enough sexy reds and Cardi B's, etc.
yeah,
And you know what I'm saying? So it's okay as a female artist because again, same way I think that whole narrative of trying to teach these youngsters to crash out. When let's be honest, half of our favorite rappers talking about oh go a million women, they're at home with their wife. Half the time,
yeah.
oh go pop this perk
It's
that
all for show most of
yeah,
the
you know.
time. But
So
like
like
honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Everything I rap about, like, there's no cap in it. Like everything I literally say, it's all happened. Like if I say like someone had me 6 racks, like somebody really, like I'm really gonna say
yeah,
some shit in my. I'll burn myself out in my music. That's one thing. Like I never lie. But lately, like I've been trying to like release more of like life lifestyle shit, like things like personal, more personal. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I do have a lot of ratchet songs, but lately
no,
I
but
just been
yeah,
on
but
some.
there's nothing wrong
I've
with
been
that.
on some lifestyle shit just because like I feel like I need to be more relatable to the people. Cause I don't want to just talk about fucking and like you know what I'm saying. Like it doesn't have to be like that all the time.
No, yeah, and one thing I want to put out there too, because that's why I said that and compared it to me, because the same way, this is why, because I'm calling out the dudes too, you know what I mean? As far as that's what I mean, because don't get me wrong, I feel like to a certain extent, the whole gang banging in every 5 seconds and a song gets played out, you know. But it doesn't mean that you still can't make street bangers for the streets or show love. You know what I mean? It's an art. We're allowed to have entertainment. It's entertainment. But at the same time, of course, people like ourselves, the same here. Like one thing I can also say is if I don't rap about it, it's because I'd rather not lie about it. And if I rap about it, I lived it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I feel like a lot of people be rapping and they be capping. I'm not trying to do that.
all that rap cap.
I be talking my shit, and I feel like that's like my little outlet, because I used to write a lot and I used to do a lot of poetry, so I just kind of transitioned it to music.
No, yeah, and one thing I was gonna say too about like with your music is exactly that. So like, of course, like everyone, okay, like me, one of my biggest influences and like my favorite artist is J. Cole. I say it all the time. So like
Oh,
that's more like my type of flow and rap. But of course, I'm heavily influenced by J. Cole the Ruler. Long live the Ruler. A lot of us are. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? When you're from the
yeah.
West, and you grow up in LA, and it's like,
Draco, honestly, he's hard as fuck. Like
oh, yeah,
R.I.P.
Mando.
Draco.
Shout out
Good
the
shit.
Stink Team. You
Hell
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
He,
you know what I'm saying?
hmm
So it's like that's kind of why your music too, I was able to relate to it. And I was also seeing the vibe, the feel. You know, I'm from the land, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like hearing that same way, like again, I do have a lot of deep stuff, but I do have my street stuff. Doesn't make me a bad dude. Same way, it's like it's all right if you have, but it's different when exactly that. That's exactly why I meant when I did my research on you, seeing that it was like, okay, she does have different stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
I'm
that's what
versatile as fuck. Like I feel like I could rap to anything. Like I'm very versatile.
as you should be, and that's honestly great too, because exactly why I was more interested in interviewing you. Because again, nothing against other artists. Come be honest, I'm probably gonna interview off of just the respect and humbleness of a female artist comes. Hey, can I get an interview? She may be another sexy red or not or whatever, but I'll still interview. But out of
Right.
respect and giving artists a chance, you know. But I
Yeah.
don't ever hate on a genre, or I'm not the type of dude to knock something, but I do appreciate when female artists do stick out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying. Like,
hell yeah. I appreciate that a lot too. I mean, like that Sad Boy Loco video, I usually don't be in videos. Like, I was only there because my homie was, he asked me to pop out. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna pop out with my homegirls. And yeah, I ended up getting a feature with him too. So,
hey, hey, shout out to I want to say real quick, everybody that's tapping in, showing you love. Shout out Brandon Ochoa. Shout out Leo M. Shout out Loked Out TV. Actually, much love, respect from
oh yeah.
Georgia. You know, much
Shout out
respect.
Brandy
Hey, you already know. Now, yeah, cause
and
my boy
everybody else on this shit.
No, I want to ask you, my bad. I didn't mean to keep interrupting you real quick. If you want to go ahead and talk about that, I know you said it was your first mixtape. So, what led you to make that? Like, I know you said you're at a point in your career where you're like, you know what, like this isn't for me. Is that what sparked it back up for you? Is that what made you
I
come back
just feel
again?
like honestly it was just a bad relationship that I was in, and I feel like every person that I was kind of involving myself with, like they didn't like me rapping.
Uh huh.
So I kind of just was like, what the fuck, like I still got talent, like let me just I left that person and I just took it serious. I was like, man, fuck this. Like I know I could do it. Like I know I got it unlocked. So I ended up leaving that person and then I just made my mixtape and that's it.
And I'm kind of glad you did. And I'm not saying that you're leaving the dude. You know what I'm saying? None of my business, respectfully. But but I say as far as putting your career first, because I encourage anybody right now. I want to say this on camera. Any artist out there, if it's a relationship, anything, I get things aren't easy, so I don't want to make it about that. But let's make it about overall that they're sacrificing. Those are one of them. I feel like a lot of us go through that, whether it's relationship or not. As
hmm
artists, it could be a person, people around you. Because, like, all right, this is one of them. For example, I'm gonna put it out there. Shout out all my homies, you know what I mean, from my hood and whatnot. But I'm gonna just put it out there. Like, let's be honest. When I first started pushing just the music, you get a lot of hate. You get
Yes. You
question.
know
You
what?
get
I
you know what
wanna
I'm
just
saying?
throw something out there real quick. I feel like a lot of people that I thought that would like support me never did. I'm gonna just keep it a
Facts.
bug. And a lot of people that I don't know are the ones that support me. So in a way it's just like you gotta fucking be on your 10 at all times and you can't trust anybody and you just stay true to yourself and everything will fall in line after that. But it be the people that you think are not gonna fuck you over and they do that. So
Oh yeah, 100.
that's why I fuck with like a lot of like strangers and shit because I feel like they just show so much support. They're always reposting my shit, always like just showing love.
No, yeah, and I actually want to say that too. On a side note, same to you. You know, that's actually why I reached out. Even with my ski mask promotion, I was more than glad to shoot you one because exactly that. Like I do it for support. Like if even that, like of course I did it, to
Hell
show
yeah.
love. But even the fact that I sell them, if people realize how much they cost versus what I sell them for, like, bro, you're only making $1. But the point is just the support. So like that's just a small example back why I don't mind reaching out, doing that to people or certain people that show love, because that's why not just the physical stuff I do, but even reaching out to you. I respect that you actually hit us back up. Cause can I be honest? Like shout Cali Hood Media, he's a lot larger
Hell yeah.
platform. Shout
Hey,
local.
shout out to you too, cause you show a lot of love. Like, I really do appreciate everything you have been doing lately.
No, and
That's
thank you.
love, straight up. Like, I don't, like
No,
you're dope as fuck for that. And like, I like how you're interviewing a lot of people that are coming up, and that's really good for you. And it's gonna turn out good for your platform at the end of the day, cause you
thank you.
never know who's gonna blow up.
No, and thank you too. And see, that's the reason why I believe in a lot of people and do that, because okay, I've even had it to where like I've had some people ask me like, hey, do you specifically reach out to people for certain reasons? And I don't. I do a lot of stuff off the fly. Like even right now, like I'll be honest, so far you're probably like one of the first interviews, because I do all my research on everybody before I interview them. But like even right now, I was like, you know what? Let me dig deeper. So like the reason being, I've been getting a lot more advice. Like, hey, try digging in deeper, because again, I'm coming from the artist
Hmm.
side. When I created this, I was just thinking the same reason when I created my record label. I got
Right.
tired of people knocking the people that ain't up yet because oh you don't got the chain, the car. I said all the time, you don't got the persona, whatever it may be. They feel you need to be that image of popping, because it's like anything, it ain't popular until it is. Once it's
Yeah.
popular, everybody's on the, you know what I mean, they want to show love all of a sudden. Didn't with you back then, but now they seen you taking pictures with so and so, so now it's cool to like you. It be like that. But it's like that's why this platform, I'm using that for that, because I know how hard it was trying to reach out to people and people looking at you like are not even opening your messages because like who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Like don't nobody
Yeah.
care. So it's like I reached out to people that stuck out to me, but also at the same time, anybody that has reached out to me, like I said it before, I'll give that chance, because I'm
Hell
not
yeah.
going to be the same person that everybody out closing the door, because you got to realize there's too much gatekeeping. There's so much of us and there's so much money. Imagine that all the fighting we do in the rap game, and we like to say "Viva la raza," all the homies, the ras, and it's like, when do you see fools helping each other though? But I see a lot of hatred though. When a fool messes up,
There's a lot of fucking hate out here. Like, there's
yeah.
a lot, and a lot of people are gatekeepers. Like, they're just weird as fuck. Like, I want to see everybody win at the end of the day. Like, all my people.
So I want to ask real quick. So how did that mic drop on Food Community go out? How did that work out? Because I seen that too. I was looking at a lot of your stuff. I seen you on Latin Beach TV. Tell the people
Oh,
about
cool,
that.
cool. So, for the food community, I literally that's when I barely start. Like I said, I think I was only like 2 months deep into rapping again.
Okay.
And then yeah, they wanted me to pull up and then do like a mic drop and stuff. So the night before that, I did a whole song for them, and then I had to memorize it the next day. So everything
Good.
that you seen on that mic drop, like I just made it that day before.
Okay, bet. So
Yeah.
like how was it meeting LA Icon? Did you get to meet him personally?
Hell yeah, he's cool as fuck. Him and Negra, like they're cool as fuck. They're cool people. They're a power couple, and she did my fucking what are they called? The jewels on my teeth and shit. She got
Okay.
her Yeah, she got her own business and everything. Like they're really cool people. They're just, normal, but they're also running their shit. So
Yeah, that's respect. The reason why I asked, cause like I mean, as far as I got, I'll give him that. Like, he's responded in comments, showed love, certain things like that. He hasn't personally known me yet, but he will. So, LA Icon, you watching? You gonna know me soon, humbly, humbly.
hell yeah.
Okay, hey,
Honestly, it's cool as fuck. Like if you really want to get in touch with them, I can get you there. I can
and,
connect you with him.
and
He's
I
really cool.
appreciate that. Not and
Real cool people.
so like when after meeting them, like okay, what at what point would you say like you like I know you said you decided when you had to leave your situation, you started kicking off your rap career again. What would you say like right now where you feel you're at in your career that you felt like, you know what, this is actually meant for me? Because I know you mentioned that when you first got on, like, I know this is meant for me. At what point did you know that?
Um, Honestly, just like when I seen people like coming up to me like asking for pictures, I feel like that's when I'm like, damn, I'm like low key popping, you know?
You know what
And
I'm
just
saying?
like when my name is like ringing bells type shit, like I feel like now I'm kind of in too deep to quit. And I just feel like I just need to be true to myself and just stick to myself for a long time until, I'm ready to take that next step. But as of now, like I'm focused on my music career.
So what do you do on the side other than music? Like, do you have?
So
I know you.
I have my own staffing company. So I do sales. I help people get jobs. Like, and you know what's cool? Like a lot of rappers and shit. Like I know a lot of us don't have like the best background. So I try to help them out with work and things like that. So I mean, I have my own little side hustle too.
Hey, that's respect, man. Hey, honestly, I think that's real amazing when like people don't realize what we go through. Because it's like people just expect we pop in and just because even if you do got the fame, like this is what I mean is like people like ourselves that still hustle and aren't ashamed of it and actually do things to make a difference. That's one of them because everybody has their purpose, and like I said before, nobody's responsible for being anybody's role model or being a role model. But I do find it interesting, like the fact that you said that, because think about it, like exactly that. A lot of us don't have that good background or these resources. So we got people like you out there trying to give that out, or anybody that's interested, tap in with little vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Exactly
yeah.
that. I think
Anybody?
that's really awesome of you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying to do my thing and just be fucking peaceful for once in my fucking life, you know? Because
Yeah, all
there's
the
a lot of
hectic.
bullshit that be going on. So
Yep. I mean that's why, like, I mean, here's the difference. I ain't those fools who moved out of state and don't be coming home, or not that even that even matters. But that's why I got out of LA. Like right now, I'm currently in Missouri, but
oh
for
shit.
yeah, price
Kansas.
reasons.
Kansas, right?
Yeah, right near it, right near it.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
like,
wait. So wait, what's your football team? I need to know this real
I
quick.
don't have a football team, but my
You need to go see the Chiefs.
he said go see the Chiefs. That's your team.
Yeah, that's our team
Okay, all right,
there.
bet. Nah,
You
but
know, we got the fucking two Super Bowls in.
nah,
We need
hey,
to get
I
that
ain't mad
third
at you,
one.
guy. Hey, do your thing back to back.
Hell
I ain't
yeah.
tripping.
I
I
want
ain't
to go out there straight up because like I heard the food is fire.
No,
The
yeah, and
barbecue.
actually, I'm lucky. 'Cause I don't know if I mentioned it before. People have watched. Shout out La Michoacana Mercado, my family store here with my peoples and everything. They have a marqueta slash canasteria slash restaurant. So if you guys are ever in town over here in Monette, Missouri, you know what I mean? Go
Oh
tap
yeah, we
in.
could do like a fucking mukbang or something, like some fucking TikTok shit or whatever.
Now, yeah, every weekend they have barbacoa, carnitas in the restaurant. Is all week they have pretty much anything you could think, and then they have the meat. But the whole point is like they're like I don't post much. 'Cause I'm that type of dude to be like flossing and flexing it. But like I'll send it to like my brother. I'll be eating food, whatever, like all exclusive because I'm not gonna lie, like it ain't about how I look, but I gonna lie when I walk in the store, people like, oh, this cholo, whatever, right? And
Yeah. Oh
then
no,
they
I get like that all the time. Like I always
yeah,
get.
and then they trip out when I walk behind the counter, hug everybody. They're like, "What the hell?" Like I be working with them, so they just trip out, and I'll
Oh, that's
just
cool as fuck.
nah. Yeah,
I
and
mean, like that's another thing too. Like people be judging so quickly. Like you know, honestly, like with me, like I feel like people judge the fuck out of me just because like how I look sometimes. But like I have the biggest fucking heart ever.
man, I hate to
Have
say
that.
it, be the one. I don't judge nobody by their cover, but I will say this conversation alone and just so far, I can tell there's a lot of misconception coming from me. And I wouldn't say I had a negative look on you because I'm being honest. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
I'm just saying it more like I just didn't know what to expect. So to expect more is what it was. Because again, coming from the city, coming from this industry, there's not much coming from the female area. So like the potential
Yeah.
I already seen was enough to intrigue me and the team. Because it wasn't just me. Like I don't just pick people. Like I'll show the team, the other co-hosts. Like right now, they've been more busy with their lives, but usually there's like six of us, five of us, depending who all comes at a time. But
Yeah. No. Yeah.
and
And
they like
you know what? Too, like
my bad.
I just feel like the industry is so fucking dark, and I feel like a lot of people don't even talk about that. Like sometimes I be having shows and I have studio time like right after like another, and I feel like you kind of have to have that persona of always being like lit and keep the crowd, you know. But sometimes like low key you get tired of that shit, and
Yeah.
we're just normal people at the end of the day, like, you know. So
Hey, and thank you for sharing that because you know what? It's the okay. I've always said this. So like, I'm not a party person, right? Like, okay, I'm not a stick in the mud either. Like, let's be honest. Like, growing up in the hood, the homies, everybody, wherever people grow up, you learn to be around it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like me as a rapper, I had to learn as an artist. I want to say rapper, artist, because again, there's few artists, a lot of rappers,
right.
and I've always not really cared, but I had to get used to it because exactly that. Like, okay, I went. I don't know if you know the wrecking spot. Everybody knows the wrecking spot. I don't know if you don't know I'm talking that studio in Montebello.
Uh-huh, yeah, I used to go there.
Okay, my boy, who the fuck is Mike, works there. He's one of the best engineers out of that place. Shout out DJ Phrase 1 2.
Shout
Shout
out
out to
to
him.
fucking Zay. Shout out to
Yeah.
B Major.
Hey, shout out to them. I haven't got to meet all them yet, but I work with my boy closely, Mike, and he's good people's. And I still go there faithfully. Like I drive out there for it and everything, or like I'll fly out there. I was just there, I say 3 months ago now, barely. But I went there for a 12-hour lockout, and that's just part of it. So like when I go, it's exactly for that. So like if I have a week planned, it's usually studio, a show, see what I can get in, or like promoters what they have available, and then etc. But it's just music. I don't go over there, kick it. I don't be with the homies. So it's like exactly that. People don't
Hmm.
realize like it's not easy just to be like, hey, because I remember when I went, I shout Cali Hood Media again. I went for a live interview, drove all the way out there in Mount Rubidoux,
Yeah.
had to go right back for the 12-hour lockout, go to sleep. We got on like at 4 in the morning, had to wake up early, had to do music videos. Got done with the music videos, I had to be right back on the plane. Like people just don't know, and you have to keep that up and have that energy because like it's a lot. People think
Hmm.
you're just famous and popping and all. Like, not, it's draining. When if you really are putting in that work and not just looking good, like, and you have to actually keep the people engaged, it's not an easy job.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. No, I agree with you.
Let's see. Shout out ACB Chemistry up in the building. So I'm trying to find my
Sorry
notes.
if y'all hear like a little background noise. I'm just walking through the fucking pier. You feel me?
Are you good? Where I mean, matter of fact, I didn't want to ask where you at. Let's keep your low private.
Yeah. I was
That's
like, I was
about.
gonna say, but I don't
You know
know.
what I'm
There be
saying?
some.
Let's keep your low private. Let's be smart now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't
Straight
want no
up.
haters
I'm
out
gonna
there.
tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you like this. You may think there's nobody watching you, but there's people watching.
Exactly. And
I've
see, here's
learned.
the thing. Here's the thing too with that is that like I'm mindful a lot of the times too. Like, okay, I got in a lot of trouble before from different people, family members are like, how come you don't
Mhm.
post this or post like okay, even now, it took me for my daughter to turn, I think 1.5, barely like, because she's already almost about to be 2, to
Oh shit.
finally post her because I don't
Hmm.
even post my kids like that. I don't,
I don't post my daughter at all.
yeah,
Because there
we
I don't
know.
know, one time I did post her and like some fucking weird ass fool like come like he replied like hard eyes and shit, and like I flipped the fuck out, like just weird ass shit like that. And you just, when you have kids, you gotta protect your kids at the end of the day. Like there's a lot of weirdos on social media, and especially because I feel like since I'm a female, I got a lot of weirdos following me.
Not yeah. And I think that okay, that's one thing I want to make clear to everybody. I hope people know and understand. I don't know if even you felt it. I'm very professional. I'm not those dudes in the industry. And even shout Queen Lisa Marie, another example of respectful lady. Anybody that knows they worked with Six Deuce, I don't try to get funny. I don't get slick. If I say, hey, it's an interview, it's an interview. If I say,
Right.
hey, it's a song, it's a song. I ain't that fool midway through the song and the interview, like, like, nah, bro. Like,
Like
it's,
on some weird shit, and
yeah,
that's the thing. And you know what, that's why I like having a manager, because I feel like she gets to talk to like people for me. And before, I never used to talk to, I never used to really reply, because guys would get in their feelings if I didn't want to pull up to the studio and like entertain with whatever the fuck they were trying to do, you know.
yeah.
So yeah, like that's another thing in the industry as a girl that you kind of gotta look out for. Like there's people that don't have good intentions all the time. They're not always trying to be on some business shit.
Exactly. And I'm gonna tell you, Zach, another reason why I'm like that. On top of the fact that I feel like business needs to stay business. God
Right.
gave me a daughter for a reason. Is all I gotta say. I was
Mhm.
never a weirdo anyway, but my daughter in general, she really helped me understand even deeper why I got to be twice as professional. You know
Uh
what I'm
huh.
saying? Because it's like really realistically, I always tell myself like, okay, I think I was working couple months ago at a fast food spot, and one of the younger girls, because we work with a lot of high schoolers at the time, because
Uh huh.
they like to help them out. And one of these old dudes came in being mad weird, like I already felt it, you know, but
Yeah.
he was like, "No, I want her to serve me." And then I guess she
Oh hell
served
no.
him. And then he said something even weird. Like he said that he was only eating here because his order was to go. But once she gave it to him, he was like, "Well, I'm gonna eat here now, so I could look at you." And I was like, "Bro, you gotta tell that fool to leave." And so they made me walk up to him like, "Hey, sir, like here's your food." As soon as I gave him the last of his food, he like got upset and left. But the whole point is that right there, me having daughter being in the industry, it's like, bro, y'all go through enough. Y'all don't need somebody. Cause me personally, I'm gonna put this out there. If you have to use
Mhm.
your craft or your platform to try to get women, you shouldn't have a platform and you shouldn't be rapping. Because I'm gonna
Exactly.
be a man
And
is
I feel like
fiction.
there are some good like platforms that I've been on that like they're very professional, like very professional. And there's some that I'm like, what the fuck, y'all are fucking on some weird shit, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like you're very professional and shit, so I really like the motion that you got going on right now.
Nah, and thank you for that too, because it's like I'm only doing this for other artists and people alike so that they can feel they can reach out to a platform without the $100 fees. But I get we all gotta make money, but the truth is I don't mind putting out a platform that's free and available because it's like again, I see it with the younger generation and the older generation. There's people that have the platforms, and I get they have to make their money, but I feel like we need to reach out more and sometimes not make it about the money because exactly
Hmm.
this. Every famous artist we know now and love got to where they at off of an opportunity and somebody giving them a chance. So if we can create an environment and a place to where artists can come and feel and not just feel like they have somewhere to comfortably share themselves, but also like I've had it. If people got street beef, cool, that's street beef. But here at SR, we leave that out. We don't slander artists. We don't let other people slander our guests. We don't feed into it. So, like I even said to another video, it's like, let's say you were beefing it with somebody. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
come on here and be like, "Hey, little vibe. So what about so and so and this and that and this drama?" That's not my motto. That's not my go to. And that's where I see a lot of platforms are messing up because they're not getting the artists on there to share their music. I'm seeing they're being very selective who they pick, so they have something to
Hmm.
talk about.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, like a lot of platforms, I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I feel like they don't even put like talent on there, like they should be, and like that bothers me. But I
And
mean, it's all like a money game, like to everybody.
no, and that's exactly why this is here. So like explain perfectly. I see, because okay, for example, I'm gonna just say I want to give them fame, but I see you were on Haters World, right?
Uh
You know,
huh.
shout out to them. I'm sure you've seen the video I made on them. You know, it's all love. Hey,
Okay.
bro, it's no hate over here. I don't want them thinking we're running a smut campaign, but hey, over there, they know what it is. Hey, we're gonna go there. But Lazy Blue Devil, people like that, I seen your interview and it went well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as you doing big things and you getting things done. But shout out Lovely, actually. Shout out to Lovely. She's a real dope person. And oh my bad. I think it exited out. But yeah, man. So real quick, I just wanted to say before she comes back in, I don't know if it messed up, is shout out HCB Chemistry, Hector Alfonso. You already know. Y'all go tap in with them. Shout out Randy Jean Lovely. Let's go. And Leo. My
Okay,
bad.
my bad. Sorry, the Wi-Fi right here is janky as
Nah, you
hell.
good. You good. 100%. It
Um,
happens.
But I was gonna tell you that yeah, that podcast that I did, it went very very good. And I mean there were some questions that I wasn't prepared for. I was not prepared for, but yeah, I mean that's just
You always
something.
aren't.
But at the same time, I gotta be prepared for shit like that because people are just always gonna ask dumb shit, and it kind of got me in a little pickle. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Now, yeah, this best way I can explain this about that platform. That's exactly what I meant when I said people bring people on to ask them dumb questions on purpose to see what reaction they're gonna get. You know? So just know that over here, and I ain't trying like I'm perfect, but it's good intentions because exactly this. I try to tell people I'm nothing without your guys' support because let's be real, outside of all this, and I don't mean this in a cocky way, I'm 100% successful as an artist, have been going to be, and I'm just trying to do this on a side note because you're a parent, so you understand that when you are one and you're fully involved in your kid's life and being an artist, that already takes up your life.
Yeah.
So this for me is 100% has to do with me making the extra time because I want to, because I want
Right.
to be and have these conversations, the real conversations, not the controversial conversations that people are
Mhm.
just looking for reactions because exactly that. I've seen it too many times, people asking crazy questions. But the reason why I brought that up was because exactly that, like platforms as such,
Mhm.
not gonna make it about hating on them or nothing, but that's why I had a bone to pick with them that one time I made a video, but I left it at personal because I also don't want people thinking that I created a platform to compete with other platforms. I don't do YouTube beef, you know?
Right.
But I'm honestly just proud of the accomplishments you're making because that's the difference between the artist and female artist I'm seeing in this industry is let's be honest, there's people that are only doing it for the fame, and I can see your team's helping you put in that work to get your face out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Like shout out my manager, shout out to my team, shout out to all my people that, show up for me all the time. Like I got a really good support system. Like all my homegirls show up. Like I really got people behind me, and like the people that are not behind me, I see it.
Yeah.
So
You know the true
it
love
gets
breaks the
lonely
soul.
at the top. That's what everybody always told me. So that's why I'm not even, like I don't take shit to heart, but I also like keep my eyes open. I apologize if my shit cuts off again because
No, you
I'm
good. You're perfectly fine. Honestly, it's been a great so far anyway. But just to real quick go over it. So I know we told the people about where you're from or whatever. But if you want to go real quick, go a little more into detail and just give the people a little bit more about Little Vibe and just who you are as an artist. People can always
um
say like Six Deuce, you ask that question to every artist, but the reason is I asked that because there's a million answers to that question and different stories and experiences. So you want to go ahead and share yours.
yeah, my experiences are just based off of like everything that I've been through, my childhood, my just my sex life, like just everything, literally of myself. So like I said, if you really want to know about me, you're gonna play my songs and shit. Like I was a little player at one point. I mean, I kind of changed my ways a little bit, but I kind of talk about that, like transitioning just to being back to how I used to be. And yeah, I just represent my city, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm just doing my thing.
Yeah, and I was saying that. So you said that you were from Bassett, California. So did you grow up there?
You know what? I did. I grew up in Chino and Bassett.
Okay.
So my parents were divorced, and unfortunately, like my mom had to leave for a little while, and I moved fully in with my dad in Bassett. So yeah, I still with my dad and shit. So, and I went to school in Chino for a little bit. I got kicked out. I had to go to school in West Covina, and then
Okay, that's
Bassett.
cool.
Yeah, just cause like I wasn't doing that good in school, just cause like everything was falling down, like with my family and stuff. I went
Yeah,
through a lot of shit in my childhood, but yeah, like I feel like that kind of took a toll on me and my music, cause that was like my only outlet at the time.
yeah,
But yeah, so like I started making music, and then I low key got a microphone that my dad bought me, and then I would just stay in my room and rap all day, and I dropped my grades, and I stopped going to school and I started fucking up and I didn't get my diploma until I was like 19.
At least you got it though. At least you got
Yeah,
it.
I only
Yeah.
got honestly in every job I've ever had, like they never asked for it, but like I've always been like a money maker. I've always had like a business mentality.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it.
No, yeah, and so I want to say too. I know the you said so. Do you have that's your mixtape that's out? Do you have like any major projects coming up soon? Or are you working on singles right now? Do you have any?
Yeah, I got a mixtape coming out. It's gonna be called SGV's Baddest. It's probably gonna come out like within the next 2 weeks. I just got a little things I need to tamper with, and then I'm gonna release it. I got a lot of music videos coming up. Like you guys
Okay,
are
so
gonna see a lot more of me. I promise you that. This is
okay,
just the
so
start.
tell us a little bit about some of the songs and the music videos to them that you got coming, particularly.
I got like one love song. I got fucking a lot of like I'm talking my shit. And then like I got a players club. It's called Players Club and it's like me talking about like obviously being a player and shit.
Hey, do your
And like
thing, man.
yeah, I don't want to say too much on the video cuz I feel like people be jogging, but it's going to be hard.
Okay, okay, bet. And then, hey, I know you said you got one. We got that. I already got it sent out. It already said it's shipped. So expect that ski mask soon. Thank you for showing that support on that side as well. And so I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't want to say I'd be seeing so many
Hey,
things.
who's your bucket?
I could
Mhm.
be getting confused and don't hate me for doing it because I know you're unique. You don't want to confuse anybody else, but I could see it wrong. Were you either doing something with Rowdy Rex or you just took pictures with Rowdy?
No. I don't know where the fuck that came from. The Rowdy Rocks bullshit came from.
Yeah. So what's
Um
that about?
I think okay, and that's the thing. Like shit like that gets people confused because there was a photographer that obviously went to the same show, and then put or like meshed our fucking pictures together. So it
Oh,
kind of yeah, so it kind of made me look bad, even though that's not what the fuck it is. But like I said, people be fucking jumping off of just anything that they see, and I'm glad you brought that up because yeah, like that's just not what I'm about.
okay.
I don't want
And
to
I
say
said,
too much because I mean, there's
oh,
not
I
much to
know,
say. There's not much to
I
say,
know.
but that's not what it is. You feel me? Like some people just like a photographer just put a bunch of. Okay, you know, have you ever seen that movie, Notorious?
Yeah,
Okay, how he was like Biggie was all tripping out, thinking that Tupac fucked his bitch,
yeah.
and it wasn't even true. It was just like a photo. It's just like it's just whatever you believe.
No, yeah, and the reason why I asked that is because okay, so I was just curious on the fact because, like, I'll be honest, I know what's up, and then we know we can't talk about politics and whatnot in the streets as it is, but I'm not shy to it and not familiar to it, so I can get what you mean by the the association not rubbing too right with maybe your peoples or vice versa. But none of my business. What I was just asking it for, I'm glad we're able to clear that up because I didn't see it in a negative light, but if it's a negative light in your sense, I'm glad I was able to help clear that up because it was just
Yeah,
something I just seen it. I wasn't too sure. I was just like, man, let me ask her about that.
yeah, no. I'm glad you cleared that up, but yeah, no. So two different, completely different. Yeah, like
Polos.
yeah,
She's like, yeah, I feel you. Don't
yeah.
worry.
You hear
I
me?
won't.
What
I
I'm
won't
saying?
make you get too deep into it. I fully understand how it could be because same reason here. So like, there's a lot of things and subjects I don't speak on or around because it just if you know, you know.
Yeah, and like I said, like a lot of, and that's where hate can come from too. Like just one person coming off of that picture and be like, oh, she's, like it just giving the wrong impression.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, I stay true to what the fuck I am and what I'm about, and that's pretty much it.
No, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that too, by the way, because honestly, I was just going through and down the line because I legit, I don't know why, all of a sudden my notes disappeared because I literally wrote notes down for this. But let me see. Well, you know what, Anthony, we're gonna go off the fly. 'Cause I don't need no notes to ask you the real. But it's because I had a question for a specific song I heard, so I'm just gonna search it up.
Okay.
No, yeah, because I know it was because I searched you up on YouTube, and that's when you popped up on Latin Beast, the mic drop, everything, and that's what I was checking out like the first 30 minutes right now. Like I seen them before and scrolled through them, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually take the time. Not that I don't, but right now I had the extra time because my kids. But
Right.
yeah, but so I had a question on a specific one because I heard it. Watch, it's right here. Watch, little vibes. There we go. Oh, I seen the music video. Okay, that's what I was asking about. So your song "When I Was Low," what's that? What inspired you to make that song?
Just basic. Honestly, I was just like in a dark place, and I was like, man, fuck everybody. Like nobody gave a fuck when I was like actually down bad. But now that I'm popping, everybody want to say they know me and want to come around. So I kind of give like an example on like the music video, like how I used to take the bus and shit like that, and then I ended up getting a nice ass car later on. Like it's just like a little storyline, kind of how my life went.
Okay, okay, and I like the visuals too. That's why I asked because that's what stuck out
I
to me
try to
too.
act and shit a little bit, but like I kind of suck at it. I'm still learning.
Hey, we all. Can I be honest with you? Acting is not my strong suit, so don't even worry. That's why even when the homies sometimes when let's just say I don't want to say my personal out there, but just we don't get along with people sometimes. The homies like, man, just act like you like them for a couple seconds. Like I'm not good at acting, my boy. Not, I'm not good at
Yeah,
acting. But we gonna keep it a buck, so don't worry. It takes practice to act.
I'm not no fucking yeah. I'm not no actress.
You know
But
what I'm saying? Everything's real.
my phone's on fucking
Well,
2%.
do your thing. Do your thing. What I'm gonna say anyway, I want to say, look,
I know.
yeah,
But
shout out Lil
I
Vibe.
wanna shout out you and your podcast and shit. And I
Go ahead.
appreciate everything. And when we get that merchant, I'm gonna fucking put that shit in my music video. Shout out to Rock Bottom. Shout out to my real ones out there. Shout out to my haters watching.
Yes,
My
sir.
haters, my
Yes, sir.
fakers, my players.
Man, I want to say thank you. Thank you for shouting us out. Thank you. And again, everybody's in here. Go follow, go subscribe to Little Vi. Go check out her music. Go check out When I Was Low music video. She has much more. She's on Full Community Mic Drop. She's on Latin Beast TV. And hey, Latin Beast TV, shout out to you too, but learn how to answer your DMs.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
but now I'll tell you a story later why I wouldn't say a
Hell yeah.
problem. I let
Tap
it go.
in. Tap in
But
with me. We'll
much
talk about it.
love to them. I ain't gonna hold a grudge. They lucky. Hey, shout Cujo the Savage because he's the reason why I even know what Latin Beast TV is, and I have a feature with him that's gonna come out on the mixtape. So shout out him. And
Hell yeah.
yeah, I just want to get thank you guys. Shout Spill Records, my label. Shout One Underground TV, our partner. Shout Cali Hood Media. And if you're interested, hit me in my DMs, Little Vibe. Cali Hood
Hell
Media
yeah.
would love to interview you too. So tap
Hell
in.
yeah.
He
Hell
was
yeah. Hell
telling me.
yeah.
So
We'll
I
get
got
it.
you. Get you on there. Hey, thank you
Okay.
guys. Go check out her recent interviews. She has one on Haters World. She has a few more. I think even on Foos Community, don't you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
go tap in with that too. And we ain't a hater on here. Even if I may not agree with people, I will never show hate when it comes to artists and trying to get their name out there, man. So go ahead and tap in with her. Thank you. It was an honor and I appreciate you. All of our co-hosts, thank you. And do your thing.
Hell
Keep
yeah.
it.
Hell yeah. Thank you. Have a good weekend. I appreciate you.
You too. Stay blessed.
Hey, from Cali to fucking where are you at? Missouri?
Missouri, you already know. Hey,
Hell yeah.
but Cali's my home. I barely moved 2 years ago, so don't worry. Nah,
All right. All right. All
right.
right. Have a good one though. Thank you. I appreciate you.
You already
All
know.
right.
Shout
Take
to all
care.
you guys. Shout
Hell
Bassett,
yeah.
the city, everybody, from Sella to the SGV.
Hell yeah.
You
Thank
already
you. All
know.
right.
Thank
Have a
you.
good one.